So this is my Ease episode. It's been an episode I've wanted to do since I came up with the idea of doing a video game review show. The first thing I want to get out of the way, because a lot of people argue about this online. I think a lot of people think they're really cool arguing about it. I'm not going to go on about it forever, but it is the name of this game series. Now, when I originally played it back on the Master System, let me look up the year, 1988. It was 1988 I played this, man oh man. But I went over to a friend's place and tried it out, and we all called it, if you look at it, Wise. We thought it was called Wise, alright? It's an easy mistake to make. YS, Wise. Years later, when I got the Turbo Duo version, I find out it's called Ease. But you know what, I gotta say this much, it was called Ease, right? But I didn't mind, you know, when I didn't know the name correctly and I called it Wise. That sounded pretty cool. You know, it was called like, here we go. You know, Vanished Omens, you know, Wise, the Vanished Omens. That's not a bad title, okay? Ease, the Vanished Omens. That sounds pretty good too, but fuck it, who cares? The first game I played was Ease Books 1 on the Master System. That was back in '88, as I said. And it was actually only part 1. And the company that made this was Falcom. So we got part 1 on the Master System, then nothing. That was it. That's all we got. Until the Turbo Duo came out. And there was a bunch of games announced, and one of those games was Ease Books 1 and 2. But yeah, this is the original packaging. This is what it looked like on the Turbo Duo. So yeah, let me explain. It was one of the first games on the Turbo Duo. And yeah, it was the first game to, you know, advertise that it had speech, real music, not bleeps and blurps, real music, voice acting, cinematics, all these kinds of things. So after, you know, from what I played the Master System version, and it had none of those things. So yeah, this is the good old Turbo Duo. This is what I played Ease Books 1 and 2 on back in '91. Yeah, as I say, it was one of the very first Cd-Rom games I ever played with voice music. You know, orchestrated music, and cinematics and all that. It was huge. CD based. You know, we got, you know, dual layered Blu-rays now, but this was the way it is. And you know what's actually pretty cool about this machine? I'm just gonna say this. This thing still works. My Xbox 360 is, you know, has died. I had to get a replacement. This thing, since 1991, and this is the add-on CD-ROM drive, still works. Can you believe that? Let's start with the gameplay. Let's talk about a bit about the gameplay. I've said this before, it's like Zelda in that it's overhead. You run around, you gain experience by bumping into monsters. I know that sounds kind of unusual, but you don't pull out a sword. You can equip swords and all that, but the actual animation of you running around, you're just running into enemies. And that's how you're gaining experience. So you're gaining experience, you're solving small quests around the first land. And you do dungeons, and you level up, you fight bosses. Sounds pretty rudimentary, right? And in a lot of ways it is. But what sets it apart, and I really want you to listen to this, is the music. The music is amazing. It is still one of my favorite soundtracks to this day. There's so many games that I, you know, played, and I still say, wow, I wish it had a soundtrack as good as Ease Books 1 and 2. The original tracks were actually created by Yuzo Koshiro, you know, of Streets of Rage fame and ActRaiser fame. So his original melodies are fantastic. The Turbo Duo version, orchestrated bliss, it is fantastic. When you get into a boss battle, it is epic. But my friends used to come over and sit there, and we'd all just sit and play this game and listen to the music, and everybody was blown away. We'd never seen or heard anything like this with the music and cinematics. Are the cinematics dated now? The cinematics are, but the music is not dated. You can still listen to this music today, and it sounds as good as when it came out all those years ago. I can't tell you guys enough. It's coming to the Virtual Console on the Wii. Please download this game. I already own this game like 3 times over, and I'm gonna download it again. It's that good. Definitely check it out.